How committed are you to becoming the best version of yourself? How committed are you to reaching your maximum potential? Because it could be so easy to just stay at home and not work. It could be so easy to hit snooze. It could be so easy to just stay in your comfort zone. It could be so easy to not take the risk. But are you committed?
It all speaks for itself. Grinding the sound, ain't nothing to tell. When we step on the court, we gon' bring it to light. And we stop and pop like we caught it a light. Stop asking what's wrong with me. You already know there's a dog in me. And there's no stopping my focus, man. Make sure all my people gon' ball with me. Yeah, I came to compete, I'm a dog with it. Yeah, I came to compete with my paws in it.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy JD, Jordan Delks. Welcome back to season 3 of the Compete Mentality podcast. This is Wisdom Wednesday, where we will pop in each and every Wednesday to give you some juice, to give you some energy, to give you some wisdom that you need to carry on your day. And I want to talk about being committed. And I want to talk about the difference between being committed and having a contract. Okay? If you haven't noticed, like a contract in our day and age doesn't mean anything. You can have a contract in the NBA, you can have a contract in business, and they get breached all the time. Now, if you're committed, this is like at a soul level, a spiritual level, like a covenant, all right? That's what being committed is. Like the scriptures talk about, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. And I want to tell you a quick story about 2 players I just trained from the number 1 team, Purdue men's basketball. Here, they just got ranked number 1 after they were number 3. They just beat Arizona. They were number 1 in Indy. And I had a couple players hit me up to get some work in the barn that Monday. Think about that. They just beat the number 1 team, and they said, hey, I need some work on my mindset. I need some work in on my shot. I need to get in the barn. And I love that commitment level from them. And not only did they double down on their mind, body, and spirit that day and spent 4 hours in the barn on a mindset session, a shooting session, and a recovery session, getting their bodies feeling good, but they were committed. They know where they're going. And that's my challenge to you today of how committed are you to becoming the best version of yourself? How committed are you to reaching your maximum potential? Because it could be so easy to just stay at home and not work. It could be so easy to hit snooze. It could be so easy to just stay in your comfort zone. It could be so easy to not take the risk. But are you committed? Are you committed to it? So you got to set up to start this year those non-negotiables for you that you're going to commit to. That, hey, I'm going to work out 5 days a week. That's a commitment. Hey, I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep. That's a commitment. I'm going to get my gallon of water a day. Whatever it is that you got to do. Hey, each and every day, I'm going to do devotions with my spouse. I'm going to lead my kids by doing devotions at the dinner table. We're actually going to have dinner every night together. Man, that's a lost one in our society. Having dinner together as a family. There's nothing more important. If you're listening to this and you have a husband or you have a wife or you have kids, you can't hire those roles out. I'm talking to the person right now that you got to double down on being a great husband or wife. You got to double down on leading your kids. Okay? You can't hire those out. You can hire a trainer out. You can hire a coach out. You can hire out all kinds of things in this world, but you can't hire out your responsibility of being a husband or a wife or a parent. Now, I want to leave you here today with some action steps. You got to set the vision for 2024. And I want you, it's the power of the word. John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. I want you to choose one word to set the tone for your year. For 2023, my word was elevate. And that word infiltrated every area of my life. I elevated every single category of my life. That was my goal. I needed to elevate. I identified where I was going. Now I just needed to do a better job. And that was so true, and that was so powerful for me in my life. What is your word going to be for you? That's your homework going from this podcast. Choose a word. Double down on this word to speak the truth into your life. And watch the power of the word manifest all over in each and every area of your life. Guys, thank you for joining me today. I know this impacted somebody. If it did, subscribe, like, share this with 1, 2, 5 friends. And always remember that competing is doing what God calls you to do, even when it's hard.